Good evening, everybody. We just got done doing a production meeting with our cast members for the movie Lucy. So I decided that we ought to just go ahead and jump on here and give you guys a little live video here. We're going to talk about what happened at the Farrar Elementary School in Maxwell, Iowa. As you know, we did have some incredible experiences. The evidence was just mind-blowing. And the sad thing is we were unable to actually leave the location with our evidence, which kind of sucked. But a few of the things that actually occurred is this right here that you see in front of you. This is the ghost helmet. It's similar to the God helmet, which I'm sure everybody's heard about. But what this does is you put it on, and it has 4 magnets that fires 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides of your head. So also there's LED lights on the front that will flash in a sequence. So while you're wearing the helmet and you close your eyes, you can actually see the sequence that these LEDs are flashing. And when I wore it the first time, I was just testing it out because we had the designer, the creator, Kenneth Stafford, was sitting in our base camp. He was telling me how to use it, what I need to do. So he was sitting there while I was wearing this, and I started noticing weird shapes because your eyes are closed, so you're going to see these LED lights flashing back and forth in different patterns. And the thing that's really cool about it is I started seeing shapes. I really can't explain what type of shapes they were. They weren't really normal shapes like a square or a triangle or circle. It wasn't any of that. It wasn't even like a curvy line or anything. But we also had a box that was next to us. Let me see if I can get that. Give me a second. Here, just admire the ghost helmet here. Oh my God, there's so much stuff.
I don't do song and dance, so I can't be your really... How many of you been into the Farrar School? I have no idea. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to show you this little device here. Hold that for me. All right, let me get my bearings straight here. This right here is the Jersey Devil box put out by my buddy Dan Todd. And, it has a noise gate on it. It also has a reverb. But this device was actually sitting next to the ghost helmet inside our base camp at the Farrar. And it was, spitting out just random things. And then it started spitting out words. And Kane can actually tell you all about this. He was there. He witnessed the whole thing. But the Jersey box, this one right here, was, it said my name for starters. And I went ahead and disconnected. Well, actually, not disconnected. I took the ghost helmet off. And then this Jersey box started playing what sounded like to us a basketball game. And I kid you not, what we heard was an actual basketball game. And the funny thing was that there was no cheering. There was no applause. What else was there?
There was
no screaming, no
cheering.
cheering. It was just basically you can hear people running up and down the bleachers. You can hear the slam dunks.
You hear the buzzer.
The buzzer.
You could hear the, if you miss the shot. You have the backboard
right.
rebounds. You've heard that. You heard yelling, as in I heard one word says pass. So I did hear that, and there was like some grunts and screeching.
Yeah.
You know how your tennis shoes would screech on the ball on
the floor.
On the floor, you hear the screeching of the sneakers on the floor, and it was interesting. And then all of a sudden, halfway through us listening, and this has gone on for several minutes.
Yeah, which was really bizarre because Kane went ahead and told us that he was there with his group, and they were sleeping upstairs above the gymnasium, and they were woken up. I'm not sure exactly what time they were woken up, but they were woken up to the sound of a basketball game going on. So they kind of thought somebody actually got into the gymnasium and was actually playing basketball. So they run all the way down to the gymnasium. Nobody's there. Basketball game stops. However, for us, it was still going on the Jersey Devil box. We could hear it plain as day. I'm like, we're going to have to take this in. So I'm carrying the Jersey Devil box through the front door, down the stairs, all the way into the gymnasium. All the way down to this bottom floor to the gymnasium. And
the center court line.
Yeah. So it was me and Paula. Kane and the two other investigators stayed at the top where they actually had the bleachers and the call box. So the funny thing that was really cool is I placed the Jersey Devil box down on the ground. I take my DR5 and place it on whatever toy it was. I think it was a big wheel. I put it on the seat, and I just let it record. At the time, I also had my 4K digital camera, so I was filming it. But right when the buzzer went off, all of a sudden, my camera went off too. So I had to go back and reset the camera, and it started, playing the game. But I'm going to let you guys hear it for the first time. You're going to hear what we heard. I'm going to play it, okay? Let me know if you guys can hear it. Ah, crap, I can't see. All right, here we go. You ready? Watch out. EVP session, Paula and Gavin.
What happened?
It shut off. Hey, don't you dare do this to me, buddy. Let's try that again, shall we? The gymnasium. There is an actual basketball game going on, and we are hearing it on our box. We've heard the buzzer. We've heard an announcer. This is amazing. We're listening to an actual basketball game. Box. We don't get a response back. Who is winning in this game?
For people that are just tuning in, this is an EVP from the gymnasium at the Farrar Elementary School in Maxwell, Iowa. It is a basketball game.
You can actually hear the buzzer every now and then. So there you actually heard the squeaking of their sneakers on the floor. Oh man, it was just totally. I mean, Kane can actually tell you exactly what we got during the EVP session. I mean, we were all there. He tried to video it with his camera, but it was just a regular cell phone. So basically, the video that I got from him is just darkness with some of the red lights that are going on from our recorders. And we actually set down the Eddy, and the geophone was going off like somebody was running back and forth on that in the gymnasium floor.
And then if you went on and listened, because the EVP is very, very long and it's very, very active.
Oh, yeah.
But in certain parts of it, towards the end of the EVP, because that thing could go on for 20 minutes long, and I don't want to let you listen to it for all 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's too long.
You'll start hearing the band.
Yeah, there's a pep band that was actually playing in the background.
And you can hear the trumpets.
The drums.
The drums. And you can hear a faint flute. A very faint flute.
So, I mean, the deal is that we got this awesome evidence and this EVP. I'm surprised that we were actually able to get out of there with the EVP. I mean, and basically after I took the EVP, I put it outside in the base camp and just left it there. And that's where it stayed for the duration of the investigation. But all of our footage of everything is corrupted. And the sad thing is when I transferred it over, I could see that it was fine. And once I transferred it over, had to wipe the card and start all over because, you know, we had to keep using the same cards to go back in. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't expect to, you know, go ahead and check it once it was on the external drive, but everything is totaled. Everything that's inside of the Farrar Elementary School was shot. Anything on the outside of the school that we filmed is perfect. Our drone footage is perfect. Things about with the swing set, the cemetery, across the street, all the things that were actually, you know, had nothing to do with the inside of the Farrar Elementary School is good. It's just the stuff that's inside. And we had so many things happen. Let's see, where's the other box at? The one that has my RTC handheld.
Oh, I have no idea.
Cheryl Ann Fletcher came to see us. She drove 5 hours to meet us, and we took her on in to the boiler room. And I was currently using the RTC handheld, which is made by Rick Hernandez. And she was talking about the janitor that actually hides or hangs out in the back hallway area of the boiler room. So I wound up putting my Eddy on top of a bucket, and she started asking questions, and she started talking about, you know, what she knew about the janitor and also how there were connections with child abuse and everything with the janitor and the principal. Things started happening. The Eddy started lighting up blue. The geophone started ticking like somebody was walking towards her. The RTC handheld said my name, and then no, just wait about that. And the other thing is that we had some weird things happen during that time. Kane got scratched in the back. Paula had what it felt like someone pulling her pinky.
Yeah. And
she was on thermal. I need to look at that. I've got the thermal footage. I got that from Kenneth's wife. She took a lot of thermal inside the boiler room, so I'm going to check all that out. But she said that she could see there was a different colorization. It looked like somebody was pulling on Paula's pinky. And then, of course, the fun thing of the night, Kane decided to sit on a bucket, pushed it on down. I'm standing next to a door that leads to like where there is a catwalk, and all of a sudden we heard this loud boom, like that, real loud. I played like Scooby-Doo, and I took off like hell. Slammed my shin completely into a bucket full of tar, just trying to get out of there. Because that freaked a lot of us out. A lot of us, some of them screamed, some jumped, and I ran. So, yeah, I'm still suffering with that to this day. I think it's a hairline fracture because it still hurts. But before Cheryl Ann Fletcher got there, the thing that was really blew my mind is during the basketball game, it started at 11 p.m. I'm not even sure when it ended because we stopped it because it just kept going. But anyway, the game started at 11 p.m. Anywhere we went inside the school, there was no activity. So I put 2 and 2 together that they're out there watching the game. Oh, shut up, Kane. Always remember, your butt gave me a hairline fracture in my shin. Ain't funny. Quit laughing. So, but when Cheryl got there, we assumed the game was over because then we started having activity left and right. And there was just so many things that was going on. I mean, we were hearing, what were we hearing?
Well, we heard, it sounds like a man's voice that was really deep come through the
Which one? The RTC handheld?
Yeah, the RTC, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we thought was the principal.
Yeah, we had the deep voice. We also had a woman's voice come in, and I think the girl's name is Peggy.
Oh, okay.
And all I know is then when Cheryl started saying things, that was the interesting part. When Cheryl said things that she knew.
Yeah.
And it was reflective to who was there. Things just started getting nuts.
Yeah,
things started going off right and left. And then that's when we all, some of us got attacked. We all got this cold chill. We were all sitting in a V. Well, not really a V. It was like a slant where it was me and Kane's 2 other paranormal investigators with me and KT's wife.
Yeah, forgive me. I forgot their names.
But
go ahead.
But anyway, we were all sitting and standing on that area, and then Kane, I think, was on this side for me for a few seconds because he was filming that direction, and we all got this, what they call, how you have when you're at a football game or a basketball game where someone does the wave. We all got the cold wave, where Kane got cold on one side, and all of a sudden, I guess he got cold on the other side. I got cold next, and then the next person got cold, and the next person got cold. Then it kind of made its rounds, and it was one of those deals that, I call it the ghost wave.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, it was interesting, and we had gotten that effect. And then that's when we end up having Kane getting scratched.
Yep.
And he had that burning sensation. We pulled up that shirt, and sure enough,
we still don't know what it was. It looked like it was a J, or it looked like it was an 8. I'm not even sure what the heck it was.
It was right in the center of his back. I was not too sure either, but that happened.
Yeah, that was on camera too, but guess what?
Yeah,
we ain't got it.
We ain't got it, yeah. It was interesting. We've had several different things go on there. We did our walkabouts. We did do the stage area.
Oh, yeah. I got to talk about that. I was sitting at the stage, the same area where Chad Lindbergh did his EVP session where he was asking, hey, what's your name? And that's where he got all freaked out because I guess he heard something coming or something. But, yeah, I was up on that stage, and there's these steps that lead to the stage. So I was sitting maybe 2 steps from the top, and I was wearing the ghost helmet once again, pitch blackness. I had one camera on me. Paula was up on stage. Wait, you were on stage, weren't you? Or you were in front of me?
No, I was on stage at the beginning. I was in front of you at the end. That's the reason why you asked me, was I still on stage? And I said no.
Well, see, that's the thing. I thought you were behind me. But anyway, I'm wearing the ghost helmet, sitting on the steps and going through the whole shebang with the LED lights and everything. What I saw that time was I saw a colorization of lights. And these lights that flash on the front of the ghost helmet are only red. But during that segment, I actually saw blue, green, yellow, orange, and then you're not going to believe me when I tell you this, but I saw a rift, and it opened up. It was bright. It was colorful. And after the rift opened up, what I saw standing before me was a little girl in a sundress with a sun hat, and next to her was a little boy wearing a pilot's helmet with goggles. And Paula was asking, "Are you guys playing dress up?" And that was the extent of that. And then she started going into nursery rhymes, where she started talking Jack and Jill and Up the Hill or something like that. And she asked if anybody would come forward. And then I told her that to my left, there was somebody standing there. I couldn't see exactly who they were or what they were, but they were standing right there. And then there was shadow play all the way in the back of the room that kept going back and forth, back and forth. Now, mind you, I'm wearing this ghost helmet and my eyes are shut. So whatever I am seeing psychologically, I'm actually putting things together and thinking I'm seeing shadows, or maybe I was seeing shadows, but I did see those two little kids. And I was talking to Paula because I thought she was behind me because there was stuff going on behind me. No, she was actually in front of me. So I have no idea who was behind me. But when I said that, I know Kane actually zoomed in on behind me, but we got the footage to see anyway. So, yeah. But yeah, this ghost helmet is pretty incredible. I mean, the things that you can see with this, it's just unbelievable.
Cheryl even experimented.
Yeah, we had a renowned psychic put this on, and the things that she saw. I wasn't there. I was at base camp. So what did she see?
According to Kane, or she told me it was really, really good. Gives you an extra perceptive, especially for people who are not as her ability that she does.
Does it like enhance her ability?
She said to a certain extent. She says the flashing of the lights kind of manipulated her insight a little bit.
Right.
But she said that she told KT about what needs to have improvements on it, because she said because she uses her hearing also very well, and it dampers your hearing.
Yeah, well, you got magnets, 2 magnets above your ear and then 2 magnets below your ear.
See, she uses hearing as part of her,
Yeah, that's going to be
and it's kind of hard to play off your complete visionary if you use hearing. See, like for me, it's hearing.
Yeah. Well, all the wires join right where your center of your ear is. So it's not, I don't think that's going to work. Plus also, hearing, you've got these magnets that are firing 1, 2, 3, 4 constantly.
Yeah.
You're going to hear because it's creating that magnetic field. So that would interfere with your hearing too.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of got a shield right here to kind of stop the humming from going in your ear.
Oh, I'm just saying.
But you can feel it though.
That was just her downfall she had on, because she plays on her hearing for hearing them. And I understand that concept. That's the reason why I could never work with it.
Yes, I know, Eric. It does look like Optimus Prime. When I first got this, he brought it to me and I said, cool. I put it on and I said, first there was the cube. He about lost it. I did ask him if I can paint it blue and red. I didn't get an answer back.
God.
What?
Yeah, you're on something else. Anyway.
A lot of people said it looked like a Transformer.
Autobots,
roll out.
Transformer roll out.
Oh, man, it was awesome.
But anyway, proceeding on from that fact, like I said, we haven't listened to all the EVPs.
Yeah, we only got like maybe...
Did we do any day run? Yeah, we did do day running EVPs. We haven't listened to those yet.
Oh, that's right. We did have the daytime investigation.
Yeah, because we got the one room I got to listen to see if we had any of the... Because we did a nighttime and a daytime investigation there. And it was interesting in one of the classrooms.
Yeah, you heard noise coming out.
We had noise coming out of the clothes closet, which is, if you've not ever been to the Farrar School, it kind of reminds you, and I hate to bring this up because it's a bad analogy.
It's kind of like Post Town.
Well, yeah, but Post Town didn't have the closets like Farrar does.
Yeah, they do.
They didn't have the ones where you walked in on
Yeah.
one side and walked down the other.
Yeah. There's a couple upstairs on the second floor.
Well, I guess I didn't see them because
I don't think you went to all of them. That's
I-
when me and Joe were up there.
Okay, well, I just know that on this one when we went in, you had the part where you had the old-fashioned clothes closet, the clothes room, where you put your lunch pails and your coats. Kind of remind me of something of an old school where you first came in the door and you put your coat and your lunchbox there, and then you walked around, and then there's your classroom. Kind of the same concept.
Yeah.
But anyway, to make a long story short, we were in a classroom. We had gotten activity in there. And I believe we've got to go back and listen. I know that we did have rustling sounds coming from the closet when we were in there talking. For me, being a preschool teacher, I played on different levels of strategy on the teaching concept or learning concept in each classroom. I played on different levels of possibly if that was a kindergarten room, what would you do in kindergarten? Library, I read a book. Did we get anything out of it? I don't know, but I did read Daytime Investigation, and we read Goodnight Moon. But anyway, I read a book because, it's a library, you read a book. Or you do different literary analogies in a library. Okay, so I did the same concept to every room, and every room I knew that the third floor was 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I played off, double multiplication, double division, fractions. What did you read when you were in 4th and 5th grade? And so you had that all different kinds of terminologies, things put in. Someone told me to tell you to put it on. Someone told me to tell you to put the helmet on.
Put the helmet on. I'll think about it.
But anyway, yeah, Gavin's been trying to get me to put it on and go to a location and put it on. I don't know. I might go to a location that I know that I'm comfortable at, that I don't know that, because technically speaking for our school, I know that we have not been investigating for about 3.5 months. Because we took time off, got married, had a honeymoon, got sick, was in the hospital, little better, switched jobs. Now I work in a different atmosphere than what I was working. Got rid of retail, thank God. But anyway, to make a long story short, as anybody know, I am a sensitive. I'm an empath. So me being out of the field for about 2.5, almost 3 months, going back in it, personally, as a personal experience, Farrar felt like a big old energy vibe, like I had just went in and all my hairs on my legs and my arms stood on edge. And it was interesting, and I was just felt like full of energy. You opened that door, I felt like a big old gust of wind just hit me right in the chest. And I just felt so energized, the whole building, and everything just came awake. And I was impressed with everything that I walked through, everything I experienced. The EVPs showed that possibly something is there. Is it residual? Probably. Is there an actual communication there? Maybe.
Yeah.
I would like to go back.
Oh, yeah.
And we're hoping to go back next year because I'm not done and I'm not having this war of this schoolhouse is not beating us. We will get footage. We have got come up with a plan B. We've come up with a plan C. We will walk away with something from there.
Better. Yeah. All right. This is the RTC box handheld by my buddy Richard Hernandez. Rich Hernandez? Oh my God.
Rick Hernandez?
I think he had Rick Hernandez, yeah. There's so many names going through my head right now. But anyway, this box right here is his first handheld, and we got it This is the one that actually had my name come out while we were in the boiler room of the Farrar Elementary. I mean, as you can see, I've got it set right now where I'm talking and the LED lights are being affected, but you can actually turn it on.
Oh yeah, you turn it on, we'll get Freddy.
Maybe.
We have been getting a personal activity. I don't know if y'all ever known this or not, but we do live in an active house. We do have a little boy in here, and he has made himself known on Sunday when we came home from being out of town.
Yeah, he put little fingerprints on my 4K TV.
Little handprints.
Little teeny weeny fingerprints. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I'm like, seriously? Because we know that my kids are grown. My kids are 20. They're in college.
My fingerprints. I ain't that stupid. I don't mark my TV.
They're smaller than mine. I know the dog couldn't get up there.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Dog gonna have to learn how to open the door and then crawl over there and try to jump
on. It's a flying dog.
But anyway, yeah. And so we do live with a little boy named Freddie. I've known about him since 2012. He lets himself known in the house on occasion. Kicks the bed. Random weird stuff happens in the hallway. He loves the hallway for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
But he loves the hallway. He loves to scare the crap out of the little dog. But we hear Bo running in the hallway yelping.
Yep.
Yep, pretty well much. Out of no apparent reason.
So, but anyway, at the Farrar Elementary School, we did a lot of ITC experimentation. We used the Jersey Devil box right there. It's put out by Dan Todd. And it's branded to us, which is kind of cool. So you can see the Paranormal Journey into the Unknown. Awesome touch. This is the one. This box right here is the culprit that allowed us to hear that basketball game. What? Why do you want me to wear the helmet? Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay, fine. I'll put the helmet on. Hold on.
Oh, he's going to put the helmet on.
I gotta get through.
Y'all get your freeze frame.
I gotta get the charger for it.
Oh, he's going to plug it in and everything for you. Y'all better get your cameras ready. Okay. Small studio.
Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, that way. Gotta hope there's enough charge on this thing. Comes with a battery pack and your cable. So let me get it back down over here. Come on, Optimus. Turn it around.
When you put it on, you can't see your head.
I'm putting it over here for a second. Oh, I gotta put the cable on there. There's a cable that gets onto the top. Just got to go into the microcomputer. There is actually 2 microcomputers on the top of the helmet. So I have to plug into one. All right. The helmet is active. I'm going to show you before I put it on. Oh, I can't even hear myself. All right, the helmet is active. I'm going to go ahead and show you before I put it on. I'm going to turn on the LEDs. Right now the microcomputers are active. There's the LED lights. I'm not even sure if you can actually see if they're
They don't look
blinking, but believe me, they are. So here I go. I'm going to put it on.
There you go, folks. It's on. Now, technically speaking, when you wear this, you're supposed to keep your eyes closed, but we're just doing a demonstration.
Well, right now I can feel the magnets firing off on both sides of my head, because you have 2 magnets above your ear and 2 magnets below your ear.
So the people that have just tuned in, this is the ghost helmet. We used this at the Farrar Elementary School in Maxwell, Iowa.
So I can't hear anything. I can see. Well, no, actually, no, I can't see. I see nothing but flashing lights.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're supposed to keep your eyes closed.
I got LED lights flashing right here.
You're supposed to be able to walk with the helmet. It's going to be interesting if we ever do an investigation where you walk around in it.
Yeah, that's just going to be bizarre.
That's going to be like messing with your dilation of your pupils.
But this is the side profile. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, I've got people tuning in want to know about the helmet again. So the helmet is used for basically trying to see if you can see what we usually can't see with the naked eye. Our concept is hopefully to be basically the other side of the mirror, kind of sort of speak. You get to have the interceptive of hopefully catching something that we as a negative in the naked eye cannot see. We're hoping that communication happens. It does have magnets and everything. Yes, it will mess with your headache. If you're prone to migraines, if you have seizures, don't put it on.
Yeah.
We don't want you to go into some kind of shock.
Yeah, no people that have seizures, epileptic fits, you cannot wear this helmet. I need to find, I went ahead and wrote something up that I would actually print out when we go to a convention when people ask us about the helmet. I went ahead and wrote a whole bunch of things. They basically call it brain entertainment.
Brain entertainment. Well, like I said, it's kind of making you hopefully see what the other side of the mirror leads you to.
Right.
Yeah, it's basically, which I'm thinking outside the box. Watch out for season 3. Brandon's already scared. Brandon's like, what has she got up her sleeve? Don't worry about it, Brandon. You'll get to find out. Love ya. Brad, I don't know if you had heard about the thinking out of the box thing, but
No, I don't think he has.
no, he hasn't. Be prepared. Season 1, we had the thinking out of the box at the Jailhouse Pizza. Brandon was involved in that one. He thought it was a pretty cool idea.
Yep.
I don't put y'all in too much danger.
Nope.
So, who all we've got checking in tonight? We've got David Milby. We've got Eric Perry. We've got Doran Finn. We've got Wayne Inman. Sherilyn Griddle. Susan. Paratera. Elizabeth Angel. We're going to say our highs in case so that we don't forget. If I missed anybody, do another shout out. Kane.
Yeah, Kane, go ahead and tell everybody what you experienced while we were there. You were the major witness. You got to see it firsthand, what we went through.
I don't know if he's still on there or not. It's an older
I don't know, is
post.
he? Kane, are you still in there?
It was an older post, so I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I can't tell who is live and who is not.
Oh, okay. So anyway, we did a lot of ITC at the Farrar, and we're going to continue to doing more ITC. We're actually kind of sort of getting into the intertranscendental communication. I think that's the word for it.
Yeah.
I like ITC better. It's easier to say.
Oh, I can tell you something else that happened during the daytime investigation. Principal's office.
Which part?
The part where I confronted the principal on what kind of person he was.
Oh, yeah. She got slapped on the hand like with a ruler.
Yeah, you know how you get the old time, you get in trouble and you get the smack on top of your hand. And it even showed an indentation, and it showed the redness on top of my hand, and it had all my veins get rippled up, and you saw the red mark show up. Yeah, that showed up on my hand. It felt like, and it stung, and it was stung like, someone just like popped something on top of my hand, and it was just one of those deals that, and then I found out later, which I can't wait to go back to Farrar and experiment with this, but I found out.
Well, we're going to have to go back to see if we're going to, I don't know, see if it's going to be active again for us, or we're going to walk out of there with nothing.
Oh.
I mean, that's just a 50-50 gamble. I mean, we got some killer stuff. We were unable to leave with it. What are the chances of actually going back and getting nothing?
Well, that's true. I mean, they're not like they have a time clock.
I think we need to figure out, I mean, the one thing that we did gather, the game started at 11 o'clock, so we need to figure out when they are having their basketball season.
Well, the deal is, the concept is, basketball season would not have been actually in when we went.
Really?
Yeah, because technically speaking, in normal high school strategies, football season always starts in high school. That always opens as your opener for the season. Mm-hmm. I mean, football season for my girls started, a weekend. Well, actually, practice started in July, but, their high school first game was in 2 weeks in when school started.
Oh, okay.
And then football season usually rounded up into finals in late October, playoffs being the first 2 weeks of November, and about the middle of November, basketball season started, and then it ran its course till about late January, middle of February, when the local Sweet 16s happen. And then by the time that's done, softball and baseball starts up, and I'm not too sure where soccer is because they keep rotating schedules out on soccer. Sometimes they'll do soccer in spring, sometimes they do soccer in the fall, so I can't keep up with who's doing when they're doing soccer and when not. I think they have 2 seasons of soccer, and I think now, but I don't know. I can't keep up with it.
I'm going to have Paula put together one of her other devices that we've been using at some of our locations. This is called a Dandy Box, and I'm going to let her put it together, and then she can explain it. I mean, I don't think it's going to power up because
I have to have a power thing for it.
But she's going to put this one together. This is really cool. If you go to my YouTube channel and look for the Dandy Box, you can actually watch a video on it. But she's going to put this together.
Okay. I don't have a table, so this is going to be hard.
This is a new device here.
Okay.
We've gotten 2 of them. And they're really, oh, that's how that goes?
Yeah.
Oh, that means this piece goes on top.
Yep, that's the mother stone.
Oh, okay.
If you've noticed, the mother stone's in the middle. You have copper on each side.
Okay.
And you got to lock them in like so.
Oh, well, that's much easier than the other one.
Yeah, you got to lock them in. And then you've got...
And then you got your pendulums.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, and you got to watch out on the pendulums because... Let's see. Which we're not on a flat surface, so it's not really going to work.
Oh, well,
but you'll get the concept of what we're doing.
You'll see this Dandy Box in just a second.
But anyway.
Okay. Here we go.
That's the Dandy Box. And technically speaking, if you have it on a flat surface like a table or a floor, which I did both, they get twisted up. We have to...
That one's really twisted. Okay, there we go. I got that one.
Okay.
You got that one?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Well, sometimes you have to rotate them out.
Well, that one is kind of funky.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Now, you notice there are 3 pendulums. They each make their own little sound. There's a sensor underneath here.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it around. They're not going to see the front of it to get the concept.
Oh, that's the back, isn't it?
Yep. Okay. Where Gavin's hand is on this side is 3 little sensors. If this was plugged in, the sensors would go red, green, and blue. So when like this one would ring, I don't know, remember the rate order because I don't have it plugged in. It does do the do. Have you ever heard of the 3 tones when you
From Greece?
From Greece, yeah. You had the 3 little tones. Well, this does the 3 tones. It also does the 3 sets of lightings. You can do several different things with this. You can have it as a motion sensor, to where you can get communication to where somebody, you know, if you just want to get someone to move one of them, you can.
I'm looking for a plug to hook it up, but
Oh, yeah, there's not one close by, I'm afraid.
no, there isn't.
But anyway, you have that concept. Or you can do multiple choice. You can do yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
You can do, if it's a male or a female, red for female, blue for male. There's different concepts, but we have used it in a couple of places. We have gotten really good success at one location, which we're going back to soon.
Yep.
And we even did a live feed on it.
Yep. If you guys watched that video from the Massac County Courthouse and Jail, we did our complete investigation live on Facebook. I was live on my camera. She was live on her camera. So everything that you saw during that video was 100% live. And the activity that everybody got to witness for themselves live was incredible. This going off by itself by sitting on top of the armrest in the courtroom. So, but this, we've actually used this at the Hinsdale house. Gosh, where else did we use it?
Did we use it at the Benton Farm? I don't remember.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we used it at the Benton Farm. We've used it in several different locations. I just don't remember off the top of my brain what all we've used them at. But yeah, it's.
But explain this right here.
Was planning to use it to Farrar
Yeah.
School, but Farrar was so busy with activity, we could not really.
We couldn't even build this.
Yeah, we didn't have time. I luckily got 8 DVR cameras up.
Right?
If it wasn't for Kane and their buddies to get us, going on that, I mean, we were having activity right and left. It was kind of hard to not put 3 cameras up and stop and go check everything out. It was that busy. And so a couple of our experiments that I wanted to do at the Farrar School did not happen, but that's okay because we got the experience. We don't have the video footage to cover the experience.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but the experience was worth it. Getting back into the field after being off for almost 3 months was worth it. The best place to warm up the season with was Farrar School. Got our hooks and got our mojo ready to go on to our next task. And we've only got 2 more locations this year, and then we've got a couple of months of downtime, and then we're going to be starting back up.
Yep. So thus far, you've already seen a couple of our ITC devices. You've seen the Jersey Devil box. You've seen the RTC handheld. You witnessed a ghost helmet. You saw the dandy box. And then we got this little doodad.
Oh, yeah. We did use that at the Benton Farms upstairs in the attic.
This is the iCal. This,
I have to have my cheat sheet.
I don't even think there's a cheat sheet in there, is there?
Oh, there was.
Hey, there's a pair of tweezers. Ooh, Anna. Oh, that's right. That's got that. What the heck is that for?
That's when the feet cut them off. Okay, well.
But it monitors temperature.
This is for you to take and you put it in there and it records everything
right.
to the jump drive.
It also has it's a data logger. It monitors temperature fluctuations and air pressure. Gosh, I don't remember.
It does 7 different things.
Yeah.
I had a cheat sheet laying in there so I can remember what color goes to what because she had it regulated to if this color goes off, this is what it does and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've moved my cheat sheets got moved and I'm thinking it might be in my binder.
Probably on that key. I'll have to print it again. But yeah, there's like a geophone on here. There's a temperature. There's light meter. For the life of me, I can't remember what iCal stands for. But Eric Connard used this over at the Benton Farms. And that place was truly off the chain as well. I got another device I'm going to go get. I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. I'm going to go get it.
Oh, boy. Who's still out there? Give us thumbs up if you're still watching. I didn't know we were going to do this tonight, but he decided at the last minute we're going to do this adventure and talk about our activities and our experiences that we had at the Farrar School. And he has misplaced it.
Huh?
What did you do with it?
It's over here.
Oh.
It's actually in this box, this case right here, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Oh, wait. Yep, there it is. Oh, we got so much stuff everywhere.
Yeah, that's the reason why we don't have a house anymore.
Right? Dang, it's loose in here. Weird. All right, as you know, besides with us having the show on Amazon, we actually do test a lot of devices that gear designers send to us, and we test them on the show. So this is another one that we've just got. It's called the MRD, Micro Radar Detector by Paratronics. This is actually a shadow detector. So basically what you do is just go place it down in a corner, let it reset itself. I don't know if it's reset or not, but probably, yep, there it goes. The LED light will go off and light up blue to let you know that something has broke the barrier, that there's a shadow there. So this one you can actually stand up. It's in testing phases right now, but it worked pretty good. We've gotten a lot of stuff from Paratronics. We've got the first ever 360 motion detector with a laser grid. So basically that device has PIR all the way around it for 360. And if it detects motion, it fires a laser off into that general direction, which is kind of cool. So, anybody got any questions for us? What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing.
Oh. So, anyway, you guys hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new jumping in, go ahead and rewatch it. You can learn about the new ITC devices that we are currently using and testing. You'll learn about the Ghost helmet. You'll learn about the Dandy box, the Jersey Devil box, the RTC box, handheld, and, of course, the MRD. Before we go, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that later this month we are going to go into our testing phase for being on the new radio station WCGT, and we are bringing back our podcast season 2, so it's going to be on a national radio network. So everything is still in the works. We're going to be going to the testing phases later this month, and we're hopefully to go live pretty soon. We're excited. There's other people that are on the roster doing shows. We've got Brandon Kreitzer along with his co-host Santiago Corello, the guy from Walking Dead, close personal friend of ours. You got the Geek Show or Gear Show with what's his name? Joel Myers, yeah. So I mean, there's going to be a lot on the lineup, and we are, really honored to be part of the lineup. So come on out and check out the radio show. It should be going live later this month on WGCT. Can't miss it. I'm all plumb out of what to talk about. I'm just glad that we got to jump on here, go live for a little bit, talk to you all, let you see some stuff, what we're doing, and kind of get up and close and personal with us with our devices and what we've been doing. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here and check some emails and get back to work on my book. As you know, I am writing the book dealing with the paranormal journey to the unknown, and it basically deals with everything that goes on behind the scenes, more in-depth stories while we're filming, going to locations, the obstacles that we have to overcome, the hardships we go through, the fights we go through. So everything there, it's going to make one heck of a great book. So I'm currently working on that. And I'm hopefully going to have that get released in 2020. Paula is finishing up working on her screenplay for a motion picture called Lucy. We should have that hopefully in the theater by 2020. I mean, we're really knuckling down and getting a lot of our filming done. I mean, unfortunately, we have a lot of trouble trying to film due to our schedule because we've got the show schedule, we've got full-time jobs. We just got so many projects, so many irons in the fire.
Plus, we had so many over the summer. Like I said, we were getting married.
Yeah.
We had our honeymoon.
Yep.
Got sick, so I had to keep rescheduling stuff, and stuff wasn't planning out like clothes. But we are on board now, ready to go.
Yep.
And whenever we're not filming the show, we're going to be working on the movie.
Yep. So, but besides that, I'm also doing designs and stuff for graphics, for T-shirts, and for different organizations to help out here and there. So if you're going on out to the Columbus Belmont battlefield in October, be on the lookout for one of the shirts that I designed. Thus far, I've been designing a shirt for them every year. So this would be my third year doing it. And check them out. Check out the Columbus Belmont battlefield reenactment. It's really cool to go there and check that out.
Yeah, because on that Friday night, it is October. What was it? October.
You don't even know the date?
I don't remember that off the top of my head. I've got too many dates I have to remember off the top of my head.
Cindy, what date is it? You're in there. Or let me pull up my schedule. Let's see.
I know it's the second weekend in October.
October 12th, 13th, and 14th.
On that Friday night, if you guys wanted to come to the Ghost Walk, they have a Ghost Walk on Friday night. They relive some of the soldiers that have possibly have died there, or some stories of local neighboring culture that was involved in the Civil War at that time period. I don't know if y'all are big Civil War buffs. It was awesome to go. On Saturday, you have the Ladies' Tea.
Ladies what?
Tea.
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 What's that?
You didn't get to go last time.
No, I didn't. What is that?
The Ladies' Tea, where we go and you get to present yourself formally at the door.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm dressing up this year.
You hear that, Cindy? She's dressing up this year.
Yes, I've ordered me a dress, Cindy. I'm coming in full Southern Belle attire. My daughter already dresses up. She came last year. She's dressing back up again, along with her boyfriend Nathan. He is one of the.
He's either the north or the south. It's just whichever one they throw him in.
Yeah, he has outfit for both. It's whatever side they're short on is what day he gets to fill in for that side. God help him. But anyway. You know, Gavin's the only one that doesn't dress up.
Nope.
I might talk him into it
Nope.
next year. Oh, come on.
Nope.
But anyway, you don't have to fight. You could be the Southern gentleman.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You don't want to be the California Yankee with the Confederacy bell.
No.
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 Anyway, but yeah, we're doing that. But there's a tea. It's very informative.
You mean formal?
No, informative. It has a speech.
Oh.
And there's a lady that talks about the customs and the idea of the ladies' tea. They do serve food, finger foods.
Isn't Abraham Lincoln going to be there too?
Abraham Lincoln. They have an actor coming in. He betrays Abraham Lincoln and walks across the area.
The last one we saw was Jefferson Davis.
Jefferson Davis.
That was amazing. He was like really into his character. I mean, he portrayed it like he was Jefferson Davis.
Yes.
I saw him practicing on the side of the museum outside, and he was just really getting into character to go out there and blow us all away. So we'll see if Abraham Lincoln can do the same thing.
Yeah, we had the Southern Party. Now we got the Northern Party representing. And then we've got the battle. We have the whole the reenactment of the battle, and one day they do the battle to where the North wins, and then they have the next day they do the battle where the South wins, or vice versa. It decides whoever wants to play the key role of that day. Cindy commented on something.
What did Cindy say?
I can't read. I'm half blind.
Fortune telling by Farmer games this year.
Oh, we have fortune telling
at
this
the ladies' tea.
At the ladies' tea. Okay.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. We can't see the screen from here.
And then you have the Civil War Ball on Saturday night. If you guys would like to come, and they teach you the dances also. If you do not know the Virginia Reel, or if you not know the polka, or any
waltz,
or the waltz, or any of those things, they are the broomstick waltz. I love the broomstick waltz. The poor guy has to get stuck dancing with the broom.
Oh yeah, the broom dancer.
Yeah, so it's one of those deals that you get to learn, you get to enjoy, you get to learn, and then on Sunday they have the Civil War Memorial in the cemetery, where they honored the ones that sacrificed their lives. They honored the ones that have died.
It'll be the first time for us there.
Yes.
We've never done that. And
of course, then they do another reenactment of the war. There's also all kind of food vendors. There is also little shops. We have a blacksmith shop that does amazing things with horseshoes.
Oh yeah, that guy. He was pretty cool.
And you've got jewelry making. You've got clothing. You have the mercantile. You have music. We have a band that comes in. There's different kinds of things throughout the day. There's the old, I don't know if it's coming back this year or not, but they had the old Civil War photography where you could dress up and be part of the, they had the old vintage photography, all different kinds of things.
Maybe you might hear the calliope.
Oh, hush.
They had it last year. But we couldn't see.
Yeah, that's true. We got lucky enough. One of the riverboats came by,
and they played the calliope.
And they threw off the cannons, and they did the couple of the rifle shoots. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that did come by last year. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, we're planning to camp out.
Yep, we're going to be there with a huge tent. I hope there's room.
Friday night and Saturday night. We are planning to be there. Cindy, we're going to be there all 3 days.
Yeah.
We're planning to have the full plunge. We're going to probably film a little here and there. And
yeah, I'll be the one with the 4K night vision camera during the ghost walk. So be on the lookout for me.
Yeah, so hopefully nobody will kind of look at us strange, but they already looked strange the
first time. They did last time.
Yeah, because I took the millimeter with me just in case.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Well, you never know. This time I might do a recorder. I don't know. I will bring something with me.
They kind of freaked out when they saw the IR lights, and they were like beating red and like, what is that? Infrared lighting.
Yeah, we didn't mean to distract the people that were playing the characters when they found out we were ghost hunters. They were like, "Oh, have you seen anything yet? Have you felt anything? Has anything got set off?" No, not yet. We're kind of keeping it on the low down because we're not really going to say anything or do anything. And I just brought the millimeter to see if we had different register readings out in the field compared to everywhere else.
So we ain't bringing no ghost equipment this time. She might have a phone app, but shh.
Yeah.
Phone apps don't work.
There is a couple that work.
I will give you that. We used the app from VBE, so those actually do work. So I will give you that. Those work. But the radar, no.
Echo Box.
Yeah, Echo Box works sometimes. Lately, it's messing up.
I mean, say here lately, I don't understand it.
It's just messing up. It's
'Cause
spitting out gibberish.
because I don't know if the settings off or what, but we cannot get it to comprehend what it's doing. But let's see, what did she say? Because I can't read it. I hate.
She said, "Great."
Great, yeah. But anyway.
So we're going to have some major fun. If you guys are going to be heading on out to Scarefest this year. Oh crap! I just lost the date. Whoops. Let me try to pull that back up.
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
September 14th and 15th and 16th. We will be at Scarefest. We will not have a booth, but we will be walking around, probably wearing our Paranormal Journey into the Unknown shirt with our name on it. So you see us, stop us, say hi.
And if you're in Mantoon, Illinois, or Ashmore, Illinois, we will be at Ash Bash this year. We're just going to visit.
Yeah, we're going out there to hang out with the Tennessee Race Chasers.
And then in October, we got that. And then, of course, the end of the month, we're going to be hanging out in Red Bollinger Springs.
With our buddy, Ronnie McDowell.
Tennessee, with Ronnie McDowell. We're going to have a couple of nights out there with him. And then we've got an investigation going on in October. And then in November, we're having an investigation.
Oh, wait a minute. You skipped over something. What about we are actually going to be giving a Ghostology 101 seminar at the Calvert City Library in Calvert City, Kentucky. We're going to go ahead and basically tell the community all about our experiences, what we have gone through, how we go about doing things.
In the last 2 years, we've had a packed house.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not
to the point it's standing room only.
We're not going to be sitting there pretending to be know-it-alls or anything and just start talking about stuff just because we want to talk about it. We will actually talk about our experiences with devices, our experiences at locations, personal experiences that we actually get at a location. Things like that. We are basically going to base our seminar on our experiences because that makes it a lot easier for everybody. We're not going to be sitting there reading through a textbook, pulling stuff off the web. We're just going to be straight up talking about our experiences for about an hour.
Yep. And then of course we'll open the floor up for any questions or.
Oh yeah.
And we always get the people. Have you been here? Have you been there? Or
have you seen Elvis and how is he doing? Yeah. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
So, but yep, that's pretty much our schedule in a nutshell. And then we're basically starting in October, filming season 4. So we've got 2 brand new camera guys coming on board. So we are hoping that season 4 is going to rock the world. Season 2 and 3 is currently in editing stages out in Los Angeles. So as soon as I actually see those, we are hoping for a release date for season 2, I believe February 2019. And if all goes well, we're going to try to shoot for season 3 to release possibly Halloween of 2019. I'm not really sure. It just depends. I went ahead and handed off a lot of locations to our editors in Los Angeles, so they're kind of bombarded right now. I mean, they almost got 3 seasons that they have to work with. So hopefully I didn't bombard them too much. But
and they're booking away for next year.
Oh, yeah. We've already got places booked for next year. We are going to work on another event like we did with Waverly Hills. I'm not sure if it's going to be Waverly Hills. It may be Waverly Hills where we will invite 10 special guest investigators to come with us, and we will film them investigating. It's kind of a toss-up. We wanted to do Brushy Mountain, but not really sure. It may possibly be Waverly again. If not, we're going to try to get into Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. So that's kind of up in the air right now, but thus far, it probably might actually be Waverly Hills again.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's some other big, great locations out there that people would like to get into.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
I have one in the back of my brain. but we can't talk about it
a
yet.
big location?
Yeah, somewhat of a big location. It's enough for 10 people
Oh,
and still have room.
oh.
Tennessee.
Do I know about it? The one that's about to open up?
Uh-huh.
Ah. Well, I'm sure everybody knows about it. It's not a big secret.
OSPH.
Yeah. Old South Pittsburgh
I
Hospital.
would like for us to do a big group one at OSPH.
That'd be cool. But yeah, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital is going to be opened again. It had been purchased, going through cleaning stages, and I believe that they're going to probably open it up pretty soon. I should find out a schedule hopefully soon, and we are just dying to go back in there. We love that place. We've been there, 3 times?
Yes, and we have gotten some major activity.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the place has never been a disappointment.
Nope.
Um,
And if you go to Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, go to the new nurses station in the back, look on the pillar, you'll see our picture.
Yep.
So anyway, we are going to go ahead. What time is it?
it is.
Oh, man, 9:03. Past my bedtime.
Yeah, right. Someone that goes to bed at midnight.
Hey, I have been working on stuff for the movie, okay? I got to make sure everything is good. The audio is good. The footage is smooth. I got a lot of work to do. I mean, we just got done filming at a hotel last weekend.
Yep.
And I've already put together the scene that lasts maybe 3 minutes. I just finished that yesterday last night. So, yeah, I mean, I'm doing a lot of stuff. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. You can go ahead and rewatch the video, learn about all the ITC devices, things that we're doing, what we're doing, and how we're doing it. Some of our dates of where we're going to be. Well, not really where we're going to be because we're not going to announce that. But anyway, everybody have a good night, and hope everybody was able to hear and see us pretty good. So, bye.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
TTFN.